Hello, and welcome to our Changeling the Dreaming 20th Anniversary Edition game, Toronto by Day Tales from the Rookery. As a warning, this is a mature game and it explores some dark and troubling themes. These may include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, and many others. Our players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. The players will always let each other know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. If you as a viewer feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams are available on YouTube after the game, so you can always come back to an episode if you feel ready. And today we are short our intrepid storyteller Cliff. Instead, we have a storyteller slash DM, Kat. Kat, can you introduce yourself for us, please?
Name is Kat Smith. I have been playing Dungeons and Dragons for 20-ish years, Vampire the Masquerade for 3 years. I've only played a one-shot of Changeling. And I got asked to assist with tonight's episode, or today's. I don't know when this runs.
And Kat will be playing Della. All right, so let's go with Kitty then.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kitty Kimchi, and I'm playing Alette, your mischievous zookeeping puka. As far as who else I'll be playing, who knows?
And Crystal.
I'm Crystal, and I'll be playing your friendly neighborhood Corid. And we will see. I'm a little excited about this. Yes.
And Rose.
Muted.
I'm muted. Okay, here we go. Hi, everyone. I am no longer muted, and I am Rose, and I'll be playing Lee, your friendly neighborhood Selkie.
And Anita.
Hi, everybody. I'm Anita. My pronouns are she, they, and I am playing Penn Devlin, your Eshu storyteller, but not really the storyteller for this. Penn's pronouns are they, she.
And my name is Joanna, and I will be playing Lara Applewood, the thieving Pisky. Pronouns for both of us are she, her, and I am looking forward to this episode. So I guess we can start in with all of us meeting up at the Beguiling. Want to lead us in, Pen?
Sure. So you all walk into the Beguiling. And it's your typical comic book store, but set up in the back table for this evening. In the back area for this evening is a table that has been fully set up for Dungeons and Dragons, and Penn is very excited. Penn decided to dress up, and you all received a note, some dice, and an invitation from someone by the name of Della. To begin a different kind of adventure. And Penn is already sort of sitting at the table having a little bit of a conversation with Della when everybody steps in.
At some point, Penn need to teach them how to paint minis, but not right now.
Yeah, I know. The problem is that my unpainted pile keeps growing, and like I've got the paints, I've got the minis. It's just trying to find the time and the motivation to actually do it.
I know how it goes. And sometimes my big fingers get in the way of things, but that's okay.
Yeah, I've got like the delicate artsy fingers because it's kind of what I do, but at the same time, it's just trying to find the motivation.
Yeah.
And the unpainted pile keeps growing.
I told you at any point in time you can stop buying the minis, or you can buy them painted, but then that loses the fun of it.
Yeah, but then there's like another Kickstarter for another mini pack, and then I've got to get that one.
Hi, Penn.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi, Pen.
What you guys doing?
Hi.
All right, everybody. I'm very excited. This is Della.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Della.
We go
Hi,
back.
Della.
when did I meet you? Like third lifetime ago? 3 lifetimes ago?
I think so, yes.
And Della is going to run a game for us.
Aha.
Should have mentioned beforehand that Della is a clerican, so forgot that.
What does
Out of
Della look
character.
like?
Yes.
Della is, well, she's about 5'4". She has chin length, let me pick what color hair. It's pink hair. She has chin length pink hair. It might be dyed, it might not be dyed. And she has green eyes, and she looks like a kind of like a clerican. I'm not exactly out of character. I've never played this game that often. So
In the real world, you look human-ish. You
yeah,
might have
human.
a couple telltale things that make you look a little bit less human.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. So when you're out of game, when we're not in the dreaming, you will just look like a regular, mostly regular mortal type person.
Mhm. Yeah. So
Though
yeah,
your
she
pink,
still has pink hair.
yeah, your pink hair and green eyes, that makes sense because all of us have something that sticks out a little funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, it's my hair, and for Let, it's her ears.
Lee's hair is actually like bright purple.
Bright purple.
Yeah, Lara's is flaming red, pretty much.
Pen's eyes are lilac colored.
Mm-hmm. So,
yeah.
Okay.
And
But
Alette,
yeah.
I think, has the ears.
Yeah.
That she has
so.
to hide.
Yeah.
Pen reached out to me and said that she kind of really wants to show you all how to play Dungeons and Dragons. So tonight I'm visiting Toronto. Well, I'm in Toronto for a little while. It's my run through the area with my motley group of other people in my group that are playing other games around the city at different locations. I'm not going to tell you where, but so yes, I've decided to come help you show you how to play Dungeons and Dragons. I've made pre-gens, and I had fun making pre-gens. Pen has already seen her pre-gen and is cracking up about the fact that she picked that pre-gen. So
it's my favorite class.
Well, I'm really excited to play this because Penn said that this game is kind of similar to what we've been doing in terms of the all the quests that we've been doing. Like, I guess she said that they're like the quests that you guys have in D&D. That it's the you know, you go, you fetch, you find, you come back, and you have to do something else for somebody else.
Yep, pretty much.
And Lara at this point still.
Too.
Yeah.
Lara at this point still has a cup of coffee in front of her that is still being drunk even at this late hour. So this is going to be interesting.
Let's just now walking in. Pen, where do you want me to put this? On her shoulder, she has a little bearded dragon.
Give me them.
She sits the bearded dragon on the table and like scurries across the table.
Yes. No, there's a literal dragon.
So I'm curious, why do you need the dragon?
Oh, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, but asking you to actually bring me a literal bearded dragon was fun too.
So you didn't need the dragon?
Not really, but I think this is payback for the time you filled my sneakers with whipped cream.
Oh, you're still mad about that.
I have something for your pet. And out of her pocket, she pulls a little knitted wizard's hat with like a little tie. She like puts it on top. It doesn't probably stay on there very well.
There you go, Muffin.
Don't worry, I have a pet snake back home, and I
should have asked you to crochet a pair of wings.
We'll do that later.
Yes.
So there's a little bearded dragon on the table for people that are watching to imagine what this bearded dragon with a little wizard hat tied on his head looks like. So
Tiny wizard hat.
tiny wizard hat. Oh god, I'm gonna be distracted now.
I'm imagining that this wizard or that this bearded dragon is just sitting there and staring at us and wondering what the hell we're doing.
It's fine. That's fine.
And is very
Yeah.
excited. Pen is giving the bearded dragon like little head scritches.
It's like anyway.
Muffin's used to Alette's mess, so it doesn't phase her.
All right. So, spiel of Dungeons and Dragons has been a game for about, let me do math, 50 years,
Long time.
long
Yeah,
time,
yes.
and it's very fantasy based. Even though what I find this game just to be a break from
Thanks, cat.
running cat tax, running your little adventures that you do in real life. You get to run them in a fantasy life. There are classes that are interesting, and there are races in the game that you might recognize, might not recognize. I've built pre-gens for everybody.
That's these printout things, right?
Yep, and she like hands them out to people, gives them to the people that out of character. They did some fun chaos picking the characters, and I enjoyed myself making the pre-gens.
Well,
Della,
So
what's a tabaxi?
a tabaxi. A tabaxi is a cat person, like Letta here.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool. I get to play Alette.
half elf.
Yeah.
Cool.
Half elf.
half
Sweet,
elf.
I'm a samurai. Yes. Badass.
Let's see. You're the samurai human.
Oh, I'm edgy. She's going through like the personality traits, the ideals, the bonds of what out of character. I read this and I've absorbed everything. I'm just like, oh yeah.
Yes. So Lee is playing everybody's playing 3rd level. Lee is playing a samurai human fighter. There's that. Yes, so you're playing Lara, you're playing I'm like, she's Pen told me all your names, so I kind of, she gave me identifying features and told me that how I should be aware of. So yes, you're playing essentially a cat person, and you are playing a ranger that is a specific subclass is called Horizon Walker. Out of character, I can't remember what
cool.
a Horizon Walker is, but they're pretty cool. Anyways, so you can read all of it. Anything that you have questions on the character sheet, I can do that. Lily, you're playing a half elf, which is like a full elf, but not a full elf.
Hmm.
The elf and the elf hooked up with a human, and they had a half elf.
Right. This says Drunken Master. Is that anything like the movie?
Sort of, yes. You're playing a monk that is a drunken master.
We should totally know each other, Lily.
Don't worry, we'll get there once we get there. And then Alita, you are playing no, did I have that right? No, I read somebody's name. And Alette. You are playing you're playing the heavy hitter of the group. You're playing the barbarian, but you are playing the subclass as Path of the Wild Magic. And what we do there is you'll roll some dice, and if you get above a certain percentage, out of character for people that are watching, I do some home rolls, which include rolling percentile dice when you roll a d20 if you're wild magic anything. So back in the game, you will roll some dice, and if you get above a 50% on a dice, which I'll explain how the percentile dice work, something happens, because you hit them. And then Pen is plain.
I'm a
also,
halfling. I'm a
Yeah.
halfling.
You're
My
halfling?
name is Radish.
Oh,
Yeah,
Radish.
halfling.
I think I'm gonna name mine Veronica.
Setsna.
Veronica.
I am Kira.
Kira. You're not going with the race that was picked on the sheet there, Radish.
No, Radish is a halfling.
Radish is a
I'm
halfling.
going a halfling.
Oh, a halfling. Yes, you're a halfling. You're a halfling, definitely. Yes, you're a halfling. That's all we need to know. So you're playing a sorcerer, also a wild magic sorcerer. Same rules apply, where you roll a d20 and you roll a percentile die, you get over 50%. Anyways, so I sent you dice. I purchased them, so they're not part of my collection at all. Because
I
I
was very particular about butter dice.
better dice. No, I bought you dice.
No,
And
you're
not-
particular about your dice.
I am particular about my dice, especially the ones that I have collected over the years. Those go in my dice bag, which she shows around the table. It's like this giant dice bag. She opens it up. There's pockets in the inside of it. So
Ooh, pockets.
Already attractive.
it is out of character. I can link in the chat things later. So yes, that's a
Whoa.
Cthulhu.
It's an illithid.
Oh, I know that dice pattern too.
It's a mind flayer bag for my illithid activities.
Ooh.
Ah. You okay?
It's fine.
Well, the breaking happens a lot sooner than we thought.
DM.
The
Nice.
broken. How?
Nina gets bonus points.
We just started and we're already.
Okay.
I can hear Cliff groan from here, and he's not even in the chat.
Crimes, just crimes.
Okay. Yes. So those are everybody that you're playing. We have a sorcerer. We have a barbarian. I am going to give you as a bonus, because of the interesting dice bags that was shown on stream. You're getting everybody gets a potion of healing because there's no cleric in the party.
Is
Yeah.
that like those potions from like Legend of Zelda?
Sort of, yes. Yeah. Really
Kind of
good.
like the Lomon milk.
Okay.
Yeah. They all have, like, in the game, the campaign that I'm running, or that I bring around to various game shops around the area, or I mean game shops around the country, they all have, like, all my potions have like specific flavors. They don't taste like cough syrup, like some people say they taste like cough syrup, and they don't taste very good. They're gonna taste like your favorite fruit in a potion. So like it's gonna taste like raspberry pineapple or strawberry pineapple or something like that.
Are we using the homebrew rule where it's a bonus action, or is drinking a potion an action?
No, bonus, the home rule.
Homebrew rule for the action, for the bonus action? Gotcha.
Yep, bonus action. Which means you're in the middle of battle. You need to take a potion. You can hit and then take an action right after that, which is called a bonus action. You tell me, I'm taking a bonus action to drink this potion in the middle of the battle. And then you can. And then a healing potion is you roll. So these dice, I caught it. These little like D4, these little triangular dice are called D4, and a healing potion is I believe it's 2d4 plus 2, which is just the effect 2. So you roll the 2d4, and then you add 2 to it, and then you add that to your hit points. If you're down, if you take a really good strong blow to, like, I don't know, the kneecap or something in the middle of the battle, because your knee might hurt. I mean,
I have to reach down pretty low to get my kneecaps.
definitely. So, there's Penn and I have been, playing off and on as much as we can. I have a Discord server that I run that has several games that are going on it, and Penn runs some games on there for me sometimes, and because I don't make it up here that often. It's mean.
That's why it's a special occasion. That's why I dressed up.
Yes, I know exactly. I work at a game shop in surprisingly Wisconsin, so but yeah. Anyways, so anybody have any questions? I know there's questions. Yes, Lee.
We don't have weapons or armor yet.
Oh no.
No, wait, that's
You do
things.
have. There's you. Let's see here. Let me find you. Here's this hammer. You do have armor. You have. I set everybody up since you're level 3, and by this time in your group, your adventuring party, you would have known each other pretty well. You've ventured a long time, and the premise is you've caught the attention of, in this world at least, you've caught the attention of people who run a magical dungeon. And so this is you're gonna run through a magical dungeon, and you've already been set up with you have chainmail and you have a wooden shield, and I gave you some weapons, and you have gold already. Everybody has 35 gold, and the gold pieces is what you just purchase. So the math of it: 10 copper equals 1 silver, and 10 silver equals a gold piece. Math. And so
It says I have to give my money to a guild? Why do I have to give my money? Is that like a union?
Yeah, it's a union.
Okay.
But you don't have to do it right now. That's only if you're back in your hometown, whatever. It just adds extra bonus things to your character sheet when you have like your background character.
Oh.
I mean, your
So like when you're in the dungeon and you're part of a guild, is it kind of like the union where if you get hurt or something like that, like the union's supposed to do the things to help you out and stuff? Like, does the guild do that?
The guild does not do that. The guild will offer like
not much of a union then.
I know. They're kind of a union, but they're kind of not. They'll just like help you get things at lower cost. So.
Oh.
I know.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's a guild. It's a character. I'm sure that my character can pay the guild. We'll get some. Do we get gold?
You do get gold.
Ooh.
You'll get gold running through the dungeon. All your characters have started with. I probably could have given you more gold, but I just went off a number at the time, and so and it just. Makes sense instead of having a max amount of gold, since your character's having like adventuring for a while, that you have the amount of gold that you do, and so like Lee asked if you had armor, and the only there's the barbarian does not wears any armor. You do wear clothes. You have clothes on. I mean, if you want to play like a half-naked barbarian, you can go totally play a half-naked barbarian. But it's just how you picture your character is theater of the mind, is how you picture a character. I do know how to draw maps, and I have maps back at my place, and I have a whole lot of minis in my back place, but I'd not bring those up because those cost weight and stuff. So it's a bonus is she holds up her phone. I'm like, there's this app on my phone called D&D Beyond that is the best app ever to help with character stuff. So
Well, that's really
But-
cool.
in this case, I have printed off your character sheets, and you get to use these fun Lisa Frank pencils that I somehow found in my backpack from like 20 years ago. So you all get Lisa Frank pencils. And make sure that they're like sharpened and stuff too. So the Radish, Penn's character should wear like is unarmored as well, but has like robes. They wear robes if they want to, or they can wear whatever they want.
Mhm.
So there's and then Lily's character is the monk that is also unarmored but is wearing clothes. So when it says unarmored, it doesn't mean you're clothesless, or naked. You have you just don't wear armor, like heavy armor, like
Right.
yeah. So
Yeah, saying no two-handed weapons and just like simple stuff and
Yeah,
no
like simple
like
stuff.
plate. Does it mean I could like wear like chainmail or something, or is that armor?
If I might,
Yep.
Ooh.
as a monk, you have unarmored defense that is based around your dexterity and your wisdom modifier. Those get added to your base armor class, and that should be accounted for on your character sheet.
Yes.
So your AC, which is in the sort of top-ish middle on your character sheet, it'll have like a little shield around it. That's what an enemy needs to hit you.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just like
I feel like I played something like this before. This is so exciting.
oh, what did you play
That sound
before?
familiar.
Oh, I don't know. It's been a while. I'm just saying I may have the feeling that I might have.
Is this bringing back a memory, Lee?
I mean, vaguely, anything I go, ooh, a memory. It just feels familiar, so this is good.
Ooh.
Good. I'm glad. Maybe I'll jog more memories for you. So, anyways,
I don't
so
know.
yes.
I think also the Kurosawa. I think of Asian
Akira
film
Kurosawa?
director. That definitely is coming to mind. So this is probably why I'm really jazzed about this.
He did
I don't
do
know.
the
Throne of Blood. I think that
it's
sounds
a
like it.
I
really
was
good
thinking of-
Japanese film director, Kurosawa.
Yeah, he is.
Apparently I
Yeah,
have some-
Akira Kurosawa is a good film director, and
That's it.
yeah, and I've seen. I've seen more of his movies, but I have seen The Seventh Samurai, and then there was an anime based on it called Seven Samurai. So,
And then George Lucas took it and turned it into Star Wars.
Yeah, that one.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Oh, there we go. That was.
Oh, I did.
Woof. Okay.
Anyways, so yes, you're like, so I pre-gens mean I roll everything out for you. I've rolled all your stats. I have picked out skills. If you cast spells, I picked out your spells. If you want to switch out spells right now, you can. If you don't know anything about the spells thing, you can leave them as is, and stuff like that, because since this is just going to be a one shot and me introducing you to this and giving Penn the authority to run any more one shots in this world, most certainly she can. So if you are interested again in playing the game, so sort of thing. I'm fine, don't worry. So yes, I'm like looking at everybody's character sheet on she's doing it on her phone as stuff. Cancel. But yes. Now, this is where you like pick your character names. If you have ideas for your character, Penn already does. You can tell me if you have figured out any like character names for your character. Make it so you can pronounce it, because I've had character names that I can't pronounce before, because there are on the internet there are name generators, and will give you names that you're like, that looks really good for a name, and then somebody asks you how to pronounce it and you're like, I don't know. So your name is I don't know. Yes, it is I don't know.
It's
Well,
actually
I'm-
pronounced I don't know how.
There we go. That is, I don't know. That is also a good name. So,
That just sounds Canadian.
I know. It's kind of the point.
So, okay. I mean, I guess we play this then, and then Pen can continue on with us if we want.
Yeah.
I
Can we
mean, if
keep
you
these-
want, we can keep running games, and then you can keep playing the same characters, and I can transition into a dungeon master if you like.
Ooh.
That is if
Yeah.
you like it.
yeah,
Well,
that is,
Not
that
this
is.
game isn't for everybody. There are other RPGs that some people like
Yeah,
better
that
than
vampire
D&D.
one. Remember, I was telling you that vampire one where Mr. What's his name was? He was using that mind power that was like the mind power of the vampire game. Yeah.
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 Which vampire game is it? Is it Fangs Out or is it another one?
Oh, this is VTM 5th edition, probably.
Yeah. This is. I was reading through it. I went into the shop one day and I was reading through it, and it basically there's like a power called like Majesty or whatever, and it's basically the same as like a power that this changeling was using on us a little while ago. Really creepy. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Anyways, yeah, that's right. Oh, I did not pick all your Rose, I'm sorry, I didn't pick all your skills out. Want to pick your
Oh.
the rest of your if you want to pick all the rest of your skills out of character, I just realized I forgot to do that. So you can like the city watch the city watch basically gives you the options of athletics and insight, and then you can choose 2 from acrobatics, animal handling, more athletics. Don't choose athletics twice. So
Acrobatics would be it.
acrobatics and what is the other one? Intimidation, perception, survival, history, insight.
Intimidation. Yeah.
Intimidation, we'll put intimidation down. So there.
I'm just downloading it now just so I can add to it as well.
Yeah, I just like looked at it. I was like,
Out of
did I forget
character.
to add something to this? Out of character.
Yeah,
I did a
no,
whole bunch of pretends. So.
the only reason I ask about stuff like that also is attacks and weapons and cantrips. I see blanks. I don't see if there's like longsword or katana, which would be badass. But you know.
Katana would be awesome. I was looking for a katana when I was building these pre-gens, but it didn't seem to happen. And then I realized I
Found one
also
on a
forgot
wiki.
more. Yeah, I also realized I forgot more of the skills on Alette's stuff too. My character, I was like looking. I was like, hang on, just a minute. Let me fix this. Alette, would you like what would you like extra? Would you like animal handling, nature, survival, intimidation for your character? I forgot to add things.
Nature.
Nature, any the other one?
I guess animal handling.
Animal handling. Okay, there we go. So I got that.
Sometimes you just gotta play what you know.
Yeah.
It's a game.
So I gotta make sure that I got everything else set up for everybody else. Sometimes you build your pre-gens really quickly, you forget to add things. So I just want to make sure that I have. No, I forgot. Laura, you also get to help me because I seem to have forgotten as well. So as a ranger, you get to choose 3 as opposed to 2. And if you're a rogue, you get to choose more, but you're not a rogue here. So
I
you
get to
get
choose
animal.
3 what?
You get to choose from this list: animal handling, athletics, insight. Well, you don't need insight because there's already insight on there. Investigation, nature, stealth.
I
Oh,
choose
don't pick
nature.
stealth. Nature.
Nature.
What? Nature. What else?
I get to
You get
choose
animal-
3?
2 more. 2 more.
All right. So I'm going to choose investigation.
That works. Oops, got that.
So nature, investigation,
Yep.
and I already
Did you
have
give
one
you
in sleight of hand. That one sounds interesting.
Oh, you don't get that one.
No.
No.
Oh. Okay. I will choose animal handling then.
Okay. That will help you with your pet wolf that you have too. I don't have a name for
Ooh.
him. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh no! Wow, everything popped up. That's nice.
Yeah, I know.
Apparently,
That's
all I had to
lovely.
do was just download it.
Yeah. Bonus, out of character, I use the more purple, more better character sheets, and I love them. Except for there's an error on them that I noticed. In backing character. So yeah, these are your character sheets, and she comes around and like scribbles in things that she forgot and like whatever. So, uh, so now, now your names that you have for your characters. So, um, Laura, what did you name your character?
I named my character Veronica, and my wolf's name is Florence.
That works. Those are great names. Let me put in Florence down
Cats
here.
and dogs living together.
Yeah,
Mass
cats and
hysteria.
dogs.
Mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria, exactly. Lee, what did you pick name for your character?
I pick Setsna.
Setsna.
It's the pronunciation spelling is in the chat.
Yeah, I see
character.
that. Setsna. Let me spell this out.
While you type it out, in character, someone in my building has a PS4, and we played Soul Calibur 6. It was a character I really, really liked.
Okay, good. Pen, I already know your character's name. We talked about this at length.
Radish.
And that they are a changeling.
No, they're a
no,
halfling.
Changeling. Halfling. They're a halfling. Sorry, you didn't hear me say that out loud.
Oh.
You didn't hear me say that out loud at all. At all. You didn't hear me say that out loud.
Ooh, what you said.
That they know about changelings?
Yes, they do.
Oh no, that's not good.
Uh-oh.
They're not supposed to know about changelings.
They're different in D&D.
If I was a changeling, which I'm not,
No.
they're different D&D.
Okay.
They're more like doppelgangers.
Yeah, definitely.
But doppelgangers are another thing entirely.
They are that too in the game. You don't want to run into one of those in D&D at all. Because I'm not introducing you to a mimic this session. Maybe. Well, it depends.
And
it's
then, okay. I picked up.
Okay.
I got rid of friends and I picked up Mage Hand just in case there was a mimic.
Yes, that's always good. Lily, do you have a name for your character?
I picked one. Yes.
Yes.
Farron Goldleaf.
Farron. Let me spell this.
Farryn.
F.
Like fairy.
Oh, okay.
I just shoved it in the chat.
Oh, there it is.
Yes.
Farron Goldleaf. That down. She's like writing all these names down.
Laura, you said you are Veronica?
I am Veronica, yes.
Yes. Okay.
And then Alette. What name did you pick for your character?
Kira.
Okay, that works. She's like writing that down. She's like, is this right spelling? And you're like, no. Okay, right there. So you have. I'm going to start the game. If you have any other questions, or I'm going to start the dialogue of you leading up to where you're going to. So you're in the nearby city of what name should I just pick out of my the nearby city of Fancy meeting you here, because I did not plan this out properly. I should have written it down, and I didn't write it down on the plane ride here because I was busy with other things. So no, the town's name is called Fancy. It is Fancyville. You're in the town of Fancyville. Okay. And and you are sitting in a pub. And in this pub, you are discussing where you want to go next. when a bear folk walks up to you and says, "Hello, my name is Sven. I have heard about your exploits and that you are all great warriors. I would like to ask you to see if you're interested in coming to the 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 dungeon that is everybody. I'm fairly certain people have heard about it. I mean, like, if you haven't, I'm surprised. And then, if you want to roll like a history check, if you have it, or if you don't have it, that's fine. You can all roll a history check where the dungeon. He's just talking about the dungeon. So if people want to know more about the dungeon that Sven is talking about, you can roll a history check and see what you know.
Hmm.
I
Which
rolled 11.
Did you add anything to it?
I don't think I have a history. Oh, no, I have a +2. It says +2, so I just add that.
You add that, so then it makes
So
it.
13.
You have actually heard of the dungeon before.
Ooh.
The dungeon, from what you
So-
are aware of, is a magic dungeon.
Storyteller.
Yes.
What when you were saying to roll for history or to not roll for history, what die would we use?
You would use this D20,
Ah, the big one.
the big one. Roll that, and then
And then if you're adding anything, what are you adding to?
you're adding your history. If you have history, you can still roll it unaided, but you, in your skills list, it should say history. It should say like +0 or +1 or +4.
And that's
What'd you roll?
that's a high number.
What'd you roll?
I think that might be the highest one on the die.
Oh, you rolled a nat 20?
I rolled a
Yeah.
20.
You rolled a 20. In some cases, with rolling a nat 20, that gives you a +10 or automatical. Well, this is a skill check. This is different. Because people think like you roll a nat 20 on an attack roll, which may give you a +10 if you're doing house rules, may not automatically mean you're going to hit, because there are big bads that you can't hit that with. It's kind of scary, but you
So
can.
there are big bads that are very big and bad.
Yes, that are very big and bad.
You're not going to throw a Tarrasque at us again, are you?
No, the
A
last time I did
what?
that,
Who?
the last time I did that, it was that magical Trask that I rolled a nat 1 on and it tripped.
How about a half Trask?
Half Trask. Oh, that'd be funny.
Same size, just half a Trask.
Yeah. I would
But
prefer a
which
half a
half?
Trask. So,
But which half?
I mean, all Trasks are magical, but in this case, this one was an extra magical one, and I managed to roll a nat 1 on that and it tripped. It was very comical. They all ran away, but that was fine.
So I rolled a 20. What happens?
20. You are aware of this. You actually have met people that have been to the dungeon before, and they have come out with a lot of magical gear. Not a lot, but just like to the degree of warrior that they are. They've come out with gear, they come out with gold, they've come out with renown. You know everything to know about the dungeon. So
there's loot in them there halls.
There are loot in them there holes. And you're also aware that it is run by this group of bear folk. And Sven is actually one of them. You have heard of Sven as well. So
Sven is just advertising this dungeon.
He is advertising this dungeon. Sven finds these adventurers to come and run into the dungeon. There's extra things that I'm not going to divulge about the dungeon, but Sven goes, I have found you to be great warriors, and would you be interested in running in this dungeon?
How much does it cost, Sven?
It is free. All you have to do is he gives you directions on how to get there. It's just up the hill behind he goes, it's really easy to get to from Fancy. You just go up the mountain path behind here and you get to the giant door the wooden door, and you knock 3 times, and one of my assistants will open the door and let you in. Once you get inside, there's been a little bit of updates, and so we've been looking for more people to come run through the dungeon. So
Hmm.
What's in it
Done.
for you for running
Can-
us for us going through this dungeon?
just
Yeah.
to see your happy faces to go through the dungeon.
Penn is asking the
Insight
very
check.
important
Sure.
questions.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna ask,
Yes.
could Farron tell the group what Farron knows about
Yes.
about the dungeon and everything?
Exactly
Oh,
what I just
so
told
yes.
you. Yes.
Yes.
hmm
Oh, sorry.
There's an 18
No
on
worries.
insight.
Yeah. We'll let Farron tell the group what you know, and you can role play this out if you wish.
Oh. Yes. Well, so Sven was saying that find time for my brain to run off and leave me behind.
I can also do the whole word vomit thing too.
Yeah, that one, please.
Or so and so goes blah.
Bleh. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So and so goes blah. Everything that I
So
told.
and so goes blah.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Every
Yeah.
single detail.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Bears run a dungeon, and that is totally not weird or sinister.
Not at all. No.
But there's a lot of loot in there, and we might like loot.
Smiling
Yeah.
faces.
Setsnoa will also do an insight check.
So both of you that want to roll insight checks can roll insight checks on Sven.
Well, Radish rolled an 18.
Okay. Did you have it add anything to that? Is that the
It
total?
was a 15 plus 3, so
Okay,
it
yeah,
was
no.
a total of 18.
Okay, go ahead.
I rolled a 4.
Yeah, you totally believe everything that's coming out of his mouth.
I don't know, guys. I think we can trust this Sven.
Sven is holding back something, and it's not like bad or anything in any way. He just is curious about if you will actually come to the dungeon to try out the new part of the dungeon is what he's holding back from you.
All right. We'll take you up on this. Well, I don't want to speak for the rest of my party, but I'd say I'm interested in potentially going to see this dungeon, but I need someone that's bigger and stronger than me to go ahead of me into this dungeon because, I'm real squishy.
You have my sword, Radish.
Maybe.
And you have my bow. I
just realized my sheet says Drunken Master on it, so I gotta like pretend further.
You don't have to act like you're drunk all the time, but it's just like the class.
Well, we're in a pub.
Yeah, you are in the pub, so you are drinking a lot.
Right.
Maybe you should cut down.
No, I fight better this way.
Yes.
As you say.
So maybe Sven, you like go to the other side a little bit and let us talk it out.
I will. Here is the sheet. I will go and order a mead from the barkeep. He gives me a half case at when I come visit the town.
That's a good thing to come into town for.
So he goes and sits down at the bar and orders his mead, and it comes out in a half cask. He sits there and he goes.
Out of character, that is humongous. Also, he is a bear, so
Makes
yes.
sense.
Yes.
It's cute and see the paws just like. So, Radish, I noticed you were giving our friend Sven sort of the once over.
Yeah, you look a little suspicious. What's up?
He's holding something back for sure. He's curious about whether or not we're actually going to go into this section of the dungeon. And maybe. It doesn't seem like anything sinister.
I think
it's just kind of withholding a little bit.
Perhaps it's a surprise.
I get sketch vibes.
Perhaps-
I don't get sinister vibes.
Perhaps it's a trap.
Suggestions?
I say we go investigate.
Spring the trap?
The inner city watch in me wants to find out more about this, and if they are running something illegal, perhaps.
Kira, what say you?
I say I'm down for the adventure.
All right.
Okay. I have a
Verily.
thing.
So
A thing where I could.
And Farron, what do you say?
Theron has a reliable and trustworthy contact who could act as my liaison.
Well, I guess it's nice knowing you. Well, I get to know this new friend with us.
To get information.
Yeah.
So could I do that and see if I could find out a little more info about this new part of the dungeon that Sven doesn't want to tell us about?
You can try. You can see what happens. So you don't have to roll anything for that. Just like roll any dice. Just hang on. Out of character. This
Doggo.
is Doggo. Puppy. Okay.
Pupper.
Dream dog.
Mom, I was outside. It was good.
Yep. So, anyways, in character after dog tax has been shown on the video.
Yes.
So yes, you can role play how you contact your trustworthy contact from the area.
Right.
Actually, your trustworthy contact is probably in the bar drinking as well.
Yeah, I was just thinking of about that. It's like they're probably already in the pub with us.
Mm-hmm.
So could I sort of sit up a bit higher and see, look around in the pub and see where they're at?
Yes, you can, and you can roll a perception check for that. Which I believe you have.
And it's still
Still one of these. One of the big D20s as they're
Right.
referred to as, and you roll it.
Okay, roll it. And 13 and 4 is 17.
Oh yeah, your contact is in the area. He is in the dark part of the pub. His name is Barry, and he, is just chilling out, watching everybody drink while he's drinking whatever he drinks as well. So.
Alrighty. Well, Farron is going to grab the, should I say mug or tankard?
Mug or tankard, either or works. So.
Mug. Mug is good. Whatever mug that she's got. And we'll take a casual wander off into that darkened corner to go speak with Barry.
Barry. You sit down, Barry goes, "Oh, hello, Farron. How are you this evening?"
Hello, Barry. I am good.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have a question. And I'm wondering if you could help me.
I might be able to.
So you probably already noticed Sven the bear over there with half a cask of not sure what, something very alcoholic probably. Now he came over and is basically trying to entice us to go into the dungeon, and we've gotten the impression that why he's asking is he really wants to find out if we'll test out the new portion, but he hasn't he's not being clear about it. He's not being specific. So do you know anything about a new portion built on the dungeon, or what that might be like, or why would he not tell us what it is?
I have heard a rumor that they've updated the wheel inside of it.
Wheel, huh?
Hmm. That is all I know. I haven't gotten to run through the dungeon, but that's we would be very interested in any information that you can get out
I see.
to
Okay.
us. But all I can tell you is that they've updated the wheel that's inside the dungeon.
Hmm.
And I think
Hmm.
that's the new part that he wants to try out.
I see.
Hmm.
Alrighty. Out of character, how many? Because I see I have a pouch for money for coins, but it doesn't say how many coins.
You have 35 gold pieces.
Ah. Oh, right there. Duh.
Mhm.
Okay. I kind of wish I had something smaller.
Out of character and in character, money does not weigh anything. My house.
No, I more meant because I was thinking of giving him like a coin tip for his information, but 1 gold seems a bit much for that.
Yeah, no, he's like, this is free information for you. So
Okay.
anybody that, you know, it's like you don't have to tip him if you don't want to. You can buy him a beer, or you can buy him like cheese.
Yeah, all right. Well, okay. So, just so Barry, before I go, did you want a snack, refresh your drink? Can I get you something?
No, I'm perfectly fine. It's nice talking to you again though, Farron. But yes, if you find out more about this new wheel that's in the, he like specifies wheel. Because he thinks he knows what it like that the rumor is there's a new wheel in the dungeon. And so, he's like, he's not been inside there, but he's just heard, so.
Alrighty. Well, okay. Thank you for what you know, and yeah, I will definitely come back and tell you.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. So Farron will make their way back to the table and sit down and go, so.
Yep. And so
What are we're not out of character, we're not a motley. What do I call us?
Party.
Party. So party.
Party.
Party. Party. I just spoke with a buddy of mine, and he was saying that what he has heard is that some portion called the wheel has been updated or made new or something, and so that there's a new wheel, whatever that means. So far, nobody's tried it yet, so there's I don't know what.
So it's a mouse trap.
Maybe.
Or could be another cog in their underground mafia.
Or a cog in the murder machine.
Or another brick in the wall.
Possibly.
All in all. We should check it out.
We could.
All right.
I mean, talking about cogs and wheels, and I'm just, the sort of person that might sort of break them just by walking by. So we'll see.
At least you don't get dizzy from them. That was my one concern. You have been drinking quite a lot this evening.
True, but whatever you do, just don't try to like ride in between them. It's real painful.
Oh yes, that would be quite dumb.
I heard about a guy who tried it once. It wasn't a good plan.
I'm surprised you heard from him, because that would probably make someone unalive.
Well, he's not. I mean, that was a while ago.
Was he a flatter individual?
No. Just very bruised.
Thank goodness they're okay. Anyways, we should check this out.
Yeah. Okay.
I concur.
So,
What say you,
Ooh.
Kira?
what? Oh, yes. Kira, how do
Yeah.
you feel? Yeah?
Okay.
Let's go find out and see if we can get some treasures.
Let's go in the
I'm down
mouse
for
wheel.
treasures. I'm all for the treasures.
Okay. So, who wants to go tell Sven?
Oh, one moment. Della,
Mhm.
I have a question. So,
Sure.
my character being a cat person, do I have a normal diet, or do I have a diet of mice as well?
And you just use your dice. The racial traits for the backseat is you get cat's claws too as weapons.
Yeah, I saw you like cat's claws. I was just wondering because I mean, if we're going into a place that has a hamster wheel that's basically with mice and stuff like that, I mean, it's a mouse trap, and maybe I can just eat the mice.
You can eat
Good idea.
mice. Yes, you can eat mice.
Perfect.
I mean, you could, but
but
I don't
not.
know.
Oh,
Cheese
well,
is probably
okay.
better.
Human teeth?
Okay. All right. I mean, let's go back to the game. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's right. It's right. You're right. It's all right. No
In
worries.
and out of character, Penn has been trying to stack dice and one fell under the table and is now trying to find it.
It's right. It's like,
Ew.
if you just like set it up like this and never mind. Anyways, so who's gonna go tell Sven that you're going in the dungeon?
Ooh, I'll tell him.
Okay.
Go for it, Kira.
So you walk up to him. Let me find your character sheet. Where's that? I have that right. Set right there. So you go up to him. He goes, Kira, I have heard of you. I have watched you in your matches before because you are a athlete. You do feats of strength. But I have come and watched you when you do your feats of strength. How may I assist you?
I came to tell you that we will take you on your offer. We will join thine quest.
So, what you do tomorrow morning when you wake up, you come up the road and into the dungeon. You just go through the big wooden doors. That is all that happens. If you have any problems, will I be there in the morning? I will be there in the morning to greet you inside, not outside, but you just got to go up the trail behind Fancy, and you will find what you're looking for. But thank you for coming and trying out the new part of the dungeon.
New part of the dungeon.
New part of the dungeon. So you all have a blessed rest, and I will see you in the morning. With that, he takes his half cask of mead that he's drinking and just drinks all of it, puts it down, says, "See ya." To the barkeep, he's like, "See you later, Sven. Sven. Sorry, your brother's name is Sven. You're Sven. I apologize." He's like, "That's okay." He just kind of does the weird when grizzly bears stand on their hind legs and walk. He kind of walks out there. If anybody wants to give me a perception check, this would be fun. And anybody want to roll a perception check? You can
Absolutely.
notice something. Yes.
I'm gonna try it.
Okay. Just remember, it's
I rolled an 18.
Oh,
18. So then you add, let's see, do you have anything add to that? Did you roll a 14 and add +4? Or did you roll an 18 and not add? Okay, so then you add your perception proficiency bonus, which is in this case a +4. So you got a 22.
So I have a 4 next to my perception, but I've got a black dot. What does that mean?
That means your proficiency in it. You're proficient in it. I'm right there.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I have that too on my paper.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But I rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2. You do not notice what is going on.
I have rolled a 13.
Did you add your plus to it?
No, because I have no black dot next to it.
Okay. Is there anything in the list that says like plus anything?
Sorry, the list?
Like in the
But-
skill list? Like, let me see. Let me find your character.
Perception, 0.
Okay, yeah. So it says 13. So, Lily, Farron, did you get anything with that perception check?
Well, I rolled a 2.
Oh, okay.
I could add the +4 and make it a 6. And I do have the black dot next to it, which means that I'm really good at it, but I still think that's probably not good.
You just noticed Sven leaving, that's all.
Radish
So-
rolled a dirty 20.
You rolled a dirty 20. That's a good one. So, anybody who got above a 10 will notice this. Sven
Okay.
is wearing quote unquote silver hammer pants.
Dang.
Is that like out of character? Is that like the like MC Hammer pant?
Yep.
Dang.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, they apparently
You can see
came
his
back
like his
in
little tail
style or
through to the
something.
butt end of it, but he's wearing like silver hammer
delightful.
pants. Like, and they have like it for
Oh.
those that rolled like a very high score, so like the dirty 20 and the 22, you can see the print in the silver hammer pants that he's wearing, and they have little ducks in them.
That is delightful.
Oh.
They're like little like reflective ducks. So
I like
I
that.
wonder.
Silver
I wonder
duck
if we can sell
print
that in
hammer
the shop,
pants.
Pen.
Like pants?
No, like those specific pants. They're kind of cool. I mean, didn't they come back in style like a couple of years ago or something? I don't know. Friends were telling me about them, and
Maybe.
ooh.
Silver
testing a
hammer
few of
pants
my
with
dye.
a duck pattern.
they're
Yep.
like reflective ducks. If you can see them, that like sometimes are really hard to see depending on how the light's hitting them. But
Maybe if you put dice instead of ducks.
Ooh, those would sell
But-
real well.
yeah, those would
But-
probably.
Probably. Though ducky pants is also really amusing to think about.
New plan. We go through the maze, we befriend Sven, and we get all of his fashion advice.
We steal Sven's pants.
That too.
No.
I don't know that it would fit us though. Maybe 2 of us. Just wear
No.
a leg each and hop.
I could make it work.
Kira, you know there is where you spend the night tonight is actually with one of your fans. So you have a temporary shelter for the group for the party tonight with one of your fans that has come to your matches before. So just to let you know that happens where you're staying, because this pub is not a hotel. Some pubs and some taverns in D&D will let you spend the night there. In this case, this one is not. This is just a place to go hang out and see people and get talked to by bear folk wearing hammer pants. So, but you go through the night. We're gonna expedite it a little faster. You go through the night. If you're an elf or a half elf, you only need to meditate. You don't really sleep. You meditate for 4 hours, and it says elves don't need to sleep, but meditate semi-consciously for 4 hours a day. While meditating, you can dream after a fashion. Such dreams are actually mental exercises that have become reflexive through years of practice.
If we've been partying this long,
Yeah.
just in case any of the party members should know if anything goes down, all they need to do is just whistle and Setsna will be in action if there's
Yes.
anything going down at night. So
Yeah, no. It's a pretty peaceful night after Sven leaves, and the barkeep that got confused Sven for his twin brother Swen, because that has happened before, except for Swen does not wear silver hammer pants. He actually wears a flower skirt.
I was gonna guess gold hammer pants.
That's his
But-
that's his sister
Svetlana?
well, he has a sister named Svetlana too, but he also has a sister named Lexi, and Svetlana wears the the gold hammer pants. You were correct.
Okay.
So she wears the gold pants around the house. I
Yeah,
see.
she does. She does.
Hmm.
But spend the night. You wake up. You have your morning breakfast, and you take off out of the village of Fancy, and to go up the mountain pass, which actually this mountain pass is pretty well traveled. It goes through to go to the other portion of the continent that you're on. And when you get to, there's a little, like, if you haven't noticed this before, because there's actually a little path that divulges off to the side, and there's a sign now that says "to the dungeon." It's a little, you just have to know what you're looking for, but you know what you're looking for. It's up the mountain path, so you go through a little skinnier path as opposed to the wide path that you're on to snake your way through to get to the dungeon. And I'm not going to have you roll anything for this, but you do see the giant wooden door into the side of a mountain that doesn't look like that is possible. There's something weird going on here. That's all I can say. You can do whatever you want. You can go up to the door and knock the 3 times, or you can investigate it. Your decision is, now here's the door.
Radish is going to go up to the door
Mhm.
and is going to knock 4 times.
Door opens.
Veronica is going to come up behind Radish and just have her claws out just in case anything jumps out at Radish.
I don't know if you heard the dog bark.
I think the dog
I
agreed
did.
with me.
Yep.
Yeah, she
Yep.
agreed with you. Zelda. Pardon me. That's the dog's name, is Zelda.
Zelda.
I think she's
Invisible
barking at...
dog has opinions.
Hold.
If anything happens to that dog will be rescued. Because it's Zelda.
It's Zelda. So, the door opens after the 4th knock. It is not Sven that opens the door.
Oh.
It is Svetlana, because you can see that she is wearing a gold robe and gold hammer pants. She's like, oh, I see. The 4th knock opened my door. Close the door and knock 3 times.
Oh, my mistake.
Okay.
Our mistake.
So the door shuts.
Okay.
This is an interesting door.
Knock
Yeah.
Did you knock only once?
3 times.
3 times. The door opens. There's Sven with his silver hammer pants that have reflective duckies on it.
This is our bear. Man bear.
Yes.
Bear man.
You made it. Thank you for coming. He opens the door and you walk into a very elaborately, let me think here. What was I doing with this? It is from ceiling to floor, and the ceiling, it goes pretty up really high. It's like 20 feet high. It is tiled in magnificent tiled patterns that are like, there's like, think of the tiles in Anita's room right now that are on the wall in that fashion, and they have like fantastic scenes of like, there's some like there's a big giant duck, there's a giant otter walking around a big halberd, there's like there's a red panda fighting off there's a scene of a red panda fighting off a Tyrannosaurus Rex. There is just like all these scenes of these animals just like traveling around in this, like on the scene of these tiles on the wall. They're like it's very interesting.
Setson's going to take a tour of the room, looking at each and every one of these pictures while everyone's probably just gathered around Sven.
Yeah,
She's listening. She's just...
So there's a wheel. We heard something about a wheel.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
something about a new wheel.
We've finally updated the dungeon. And this is the room that you're in is I call it the Hall of Heroes. It is everybody that's in here has been in the dungeon at least once in this, and it's like all these animals that are just like fighting off things, and you're like, nobody is an animal here. What the heck? So, or an animal folk, I guess you could say. So that's interesting. He's like, there's one of them where there's like a anyways, in-game chat is making me laugh. We'll go back. You also see a tiled pattern of a boat with little tiny otters like painted in some of the tiles on a river that are like looks like they're just you can't tell what they're doing because it's a small scene, but they're like on a pirate ship or a big like skiff. I don't know my boats very well, so but they seem to be traveling on the water. So he's like, the people in the pictures here are near and dear to my heart, and hopefully we can I can go back and see them at some point in time in the future. So I do miss them, but I do have my fun in this land. So and yes, there is a wheel. The wheel is, I will take you to the wheel because that will take you into the dungeon.
What does the wheel do?
You spin it.
And what happens when you spin it?
It chooses your dungeon for you.
Oh,
So it's not like a hamster
that
wheel.
kind of wheel.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a pick your peril kind of wheel.
It is kind of like that, yes. And I will have to choose, since there's a group of 5 of you. Sometimes I go with the strongest person to spin the wheel, but the wheel has been updated to not be one of the heavier wheels. You can actually just out of character, think out of game. With Della, think of Price is Right. You pull a
lever,
and it spins the wheel. So that is how we updated it. You now, instead of spinning it, you pull a lever and it spins the wheel for you. The last one broke with the giant otter that was in here, and we had to have been updating for about a year before we got the dungeon up and running again. Let's see here. Who is going to help me today with this? 1, 2. I get to see Farron. It's surprised that he knows your name because you did not give him his name. Give you his name at all.
Oh, yes. What?
How would you like to pull the lever to pick the dungeon?
Me? You said the strongest.
Usually it's the strongest. The last time I said it happened, a giant otter broke the wheel. He rolled a little too hard.
You are
Okay.
pretty strong there, Drunken Master.
This is true. I am pretty strong. So yeah, sure. I will pull the lever and spin the wheel.
So he brings you into a little bit of a side room, and this time is a door that is just clear glass. You can't really see anything behind it. It's just clear glass. So and next to, a little bit over to the side, next to it, to the right of the door, there is certainly this wheel that, like, again, Price is right. Price is right. And there's a lever there. So
there is no Drew Carey, but a lever.
No Drew Carey, but a lever. You really can't see anything on the wheel that it is. It's just, there's the lever and it will spin. So
okay,
once you pull it, you don't have to roll strength check or anything for
like
it.
above the head, or
it's over to the side of it. Think of like,
well, again, I meant like above, like how tall I am. Like, is it kind of like a reach up and pull down, or
it's actually your height. So,
Okay.
So it is your height. And I didn't pick your height, so however you imagine how tall or short or stout your character is.
Yeah, I didn't think that through.
Mhm.
I don't know.
That's okay.
I will just pick a middling sort of.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna grab on the lever and yank down really hard.
Yank
Pull
down.
the lever.
Pull
Wrong lever!
It
Why do we even have that lever?
spins, and it spins, and it spins,
And
Whoa.
and it lands on. It says, in your native language, all of yours, which is common because you all speak the same language except for the ones that you don't speak with everybody else. It lands on the jungle dungeon. And the
Yeah.
glass where the door leads to the dungeon turns clear, and you can see through it, and you can see jungle, jungle, jungle. And this is where we're going to take a break.
Oh.
Welcome to the dungeon. We've got fun and games.
Yep.
Alrighty then. So everybody take a break, hydrate, and we will see you back here in 7 minutes.
Okie dokie.
Bye.
Paint your sky in phthalo blue and alizarin crimson, swirls of cadmium yellow, sienna and vermilion. Make it any way you want, 'cause it's your world in the end. Paint yourself a little tree and give it a little friend. Pick the colors that you like, held together on your brush. If you don't like it, you can try again, there is no rush. You don't need to justify, you got nothing to defend. Know that there is nothing wrong with having a tree as a friend. You can do what you want, just make it passionate. There are no mistakes, just happy accidents. Just use your imagination any way you please. This is your creation, so build it as you see. Seek out new sensations, or sail the seven seas. You're the only one to please. To be a happy little tree. We're all happy little trees. Always swaying in the breeze. We're all happy little trees. Paint your world in Prussian blue. Give yourself a big bright sky. Add some white and burnt umber, and give your world highlights. You're the creator of this world. Find your freedom on its canvas. Make a small room of your own, or dream up entire planets. You can do what you want, Paint your sky in phthalo blue, and a alizarin crimson, swirls of cadmium yellow, sienna and vermilion. Make it any way you want, 'cause it's your world in the end. Paint yourself a little tree and give it a little friend. Pick the colors that you like, held together on your brush. If you don't like it, you can try again, there is no rush. You don't need to justify, you got nothing to defend. Know that there is nothing wrong with having a tree as a friend.
Welcome back, everyone. We were in a dungeon, I believe. Kat,
Still are.
take us away.
Jungle dungeon.
You will be in a jungle dungeon in a minute. You will be welcome to the jungle dungeon, because that's what I rolled. So I had ended with the glass that was clear after the switch had been pulled and the my brain is tired. The wheel kept going and then it stopped on the jungle, as it was referred to as in your native language. And the door, the clear glass door, changes and there's a jungle right behind that door. You can feel the steam of the jungle coming out from behind that door. Sven looks at all you. I'm like, you have chosen a very interesting dungeon, and I wish you luck on the inside. It will be attuned to your level. I have set that up so you're not level. Sorry, not level. Pardon me. Hang on a minute. Let me go fix something. He's like, and everybody's like, level. What? No, he's like, I have attuned things to your abilities that you are good at. So your strengths and weaknesses have been noted, and you won't die in this dungeon. Not at all, I promise. You might get hurt, and if you get too badly hurt, I will give you a tip. Eat the purple flower.
Eat the purple flower.
Eat the purple
The
flower.
purple flower. Okay.
And there's a lot of them all over the place. If you get really, really, really hurt, eat the purple flower.
Plot twist. Setsuna is colorblind. No, I'm kidding. Blue and red specifically? No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
So you can go in and do this type of dungeon. It's very different than what everybody has done with dungeons before. It is just called the dungeon, but there is a reason why it's called the dungeon, because it is a very different dungeon. So just open the door and
Nice.
walk in, and you'll get to the end. You'll find the ending point, and it will be another clear door just in the middle of a field or something. I don't know where it's at, really. I haven't, it's always different. It always comes out different, and where the ending door for the dungeon is. So like,
Okay.
like seriously, it's a giant glass door in the middle of something, like a tree or,
Hmm.
Well then, fellowship, should we go and enter and do our thing? This Veronica's saying this because let's go, shall we?
Florence is following behind you as well. So
Florence is following.
yeah, Florence is following.
Tally ho.
Tally ho. And you open the door, and it feels like a jungle.
Well, humid,
Humid.
like I need it.
Yeah.
Just like home.
Sorry, your hair just melts in the wind in the jungle.
No, not melt. It will like get more tighter curl and taller.
So that's what happens. It's expressed. But like I didn't describe what your characters look like. That is up to each of you individually what you want your characters to look like. That is the glory of Dungeons and Dragons. Unless you're Tabaxi, then there's like specific color patterns and stuff, and they may or they may not have like fur hair on their head. It's up to you. It's imagination is very useful in Dungeons and Dragons. Sorry, I'm still stuck on Sven voice. This is my
Revenge of the Sven.
revenge of Sven. Exactly.
Default Sven voice.
Defaults to Sven voice. So you walk in. This is
Yes.
not like a dungeon like you've ever been in before. Usually you're used to dungeons that are like, like one of the first dungeons you went in was like probably like under the ground in a catacombs, and you have maybe had to battle some undead like skeletons or something, but
Yeah, it's like, oh,
this looks exactly like walking into a jungle for those that have been to a jungle or those that haven't been to a jungle in character. So
so like, does it look like there's sky?
there's sky. It is daylight that you can tell. You can't really see the sun.
But it doesn't look like
So-
anything like, say, Squid Game, where it's like a painted scene that's clearly
Or-
a painted scene to imitate the environment.
Nope. The environment, you go up and touch something and it feels real.
Or Della, is it like one of those hollow decks from Star Trek?
No.
Ooh.
Not at all.
Oh, okay. It's like real and stuff. All right.
Yeah, it's real and stuff. There is a fruit that you recognize from
Gesundheit.
your
Thank you.
that you've seen in books before that you know that is edible. Whatever random fruit that is native to your area, like pomegranates or like fantasy pomegranates. I guess I'd have to look up fantasy fruits in Dungeons and Dragons, which I'm not doing that right now. So
We'll just have fantasy Costco to get some fantasy pomegranates.
yeah.
Mm. I wonder if they have like. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say if they had like Sealy courts and stuff like that, where they have all that good food.
That's in the Feywild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
There's a Oh. Okay.
Yeah. There's a Feywild in D&D, but it's not like the Feywild we've been to. So
Oh.
Not like the Trods. It's a
That'd be
little different.
giving
They're
away
like
too much.
trods. Okay, so it's not like the court where they had all that good food. And okay.
I mean, sometimes there is if you go
Yeah.
enough and you go to the Sealy courts because they've got the Queen of Air and Darkness and this Titania and the Summer Court.
yeah,
Oh.
they have those.
So more like Shakespeare, maybe.
Yeah, more
a
like
little bit
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare, yeah.
Hmm.
And a lot of like Lord of the Rings feelings and stuff in a little bit in D&D, but
It's more rustic than what we're used to.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you touch things, they're real. You see frogs, little tiny frogs jump across your path, and they just keep going, and like there's animals, and it's just like,
Well, don't lick it.
yeah, do not lick the toads or frogs. So yeah, how do you feel about being in the dungeon now?
I think
Radish is very suspicious,
Excited.
I think.
I think Veronica's excited because it's like all like, wild and things like that, and she's like a cat person, so I think she would like it.
Big jungle trees. There's a big like as you imagine what a jungle looks like in my brain, it's just like hanging vines and beautiful smells. Well, maybe not beautiful smells, but things like that.
I'm
So
kind of
that's
thinking
no-
like Jumanji, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like,
Only hopefully less dangerous.
yeah. So
Radish is a
Cessna
little
wants
suspicious.
to actually take a proper bird's eye view as well as test to see how like the height of everything is, like if they're legit in an actual jungle, just to prove it even further. She's gonna see if she can get to the top of a tree and just get a 360 view of everything, sort of like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, sure. You can give me athletics or acrobatics, whichever is higher check.
Lee looks through her character sheet, and after a decision, she goes, athletics is definitely the higher of the two. Nice. I rolled a 19.
Oh, good. And make sure to
19 total with the
19
bonus.
total. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. You are easily able to climb up a very sturdy tree that seems to already have randomly. There seems to be there seems to be something in it that makes it easy for you to climb up.
There's notches in this tree.
Oh, maybe that's part of the design.
I don't know, but you basically see literally just like and just up.
That's real cool.
Hmm.
That's real cool.
She's
So
sort of gonna take that like hunched pose around just so she doesn't look like she's not standing up or being knocked down by the wind or anything like that. And she
there's a
It's
very light
360 view.
breeze. It's not a very strong breeze. When you roll a perception check, you can see
Oh, yeah.
what you want to see.
That's 12.
12, that's pretty good. If you look up, it's light, like it's bright outside, like there's the sun, but there is no sun in the sky. It's warm. There should be sun. There is no sun. It's just a beautiful blue sky. And for miles around you, I mean, you stop seeing things. But it's just green, and there's like birds flying, and there's like, animals maybe that you think are animals that you can see at a distance, but you're not exactly sure what they are because you rolled a 12. But it looks like a jungle. So
Cool. She's gonna hop back down to her friends.
yeah, you do see a path. There is a path that just follows when you go in. There's a path that you can follow.
Okay, she's gonna note that and then head back down to her friends.
Oh, interesting.
Hop, sort of in reverse order, and just stands up as it's just like, oh, I just walked in through the door, and just casually, like she does this all the time. And fun fact, she does. And she says, it's quite the expansive jungle. There is no sun. Also, there's a path in that direction. She points in the general direction of where the path is going.
Yeah, it essentially is the path that you're on as you walked into the jungle.
In fact, it is this path in particular. Did I see where it was going, or am I limited?
It seemed to be leading through the jungle itself. So
the path goes that way. There's no sun. It's very pretty.
There's no sun. It's just warm, and it's sunny outside, and there's no sun. It's just weird. So
It's a bit odd. Would an insight make sense?
Yes, you can roll an insight if you want to.
17 plus 2 is 19.
You're not exactly sure either why there's no sun.
It's odd,
It's
isn't
just-
it?
Yeah, it's a bit odd. But I don't know, you said dungeon, and that was kind of odd of how knock 4 times and we got Sven's sister. 3 times we got Sven.
Maybe
So-
2 times and 1 time you'd probably get the other siblings.
Maybe.
I was thinking that.
They live here.
True. But yeah, I don't think we're outside.
Oh, you are definitely inside. You get the sense that you are inside the dungeon. It feels like you're outside, but you know that you are inside something.
Strangest of feelings. Very interesting.
Mhm.
Anyway, the path beckons for us to follow.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Yes.
Follow
Right.
the path, you might get to the end. We'll see.
We
Follow
shall.
the path and see what there is to see.
Yeah. So yeah, walk for some time, and let's see, I'm gonna roll my magic things that I like to roll. You walk for some time and you keep walking, and I'll like you come across a thank you, anime inspired, that I took this from. If you know what anime this is, you can write it in the comments, and you might get me to go yay in the comments. You come across a village in the middle of the dungeon, a little jungle village. It's not too terribly large, but there is you know, place to buy provisions. There's a place, there's like a little like stand that sells beers. There's a little stand that sells little toys. But it's just a tiny little village that is inhabited by some little snake people. So, otherwise known as Wanti.
Garrett is gonna try to hide in some of the foliage and just kind of peek at the people just to
They
see if they're dangerous or not.
Yeah, you roll me a as you hide in the foliage before you come up into the village. You can roll me a perception check.
Three.
You just see the tree in front of you.
What do you guys see? I'm looking at bark.
Setsna's gonna grab you by the arm and just move you over a little bit. Perhaps try again, my friend.
Yeah, you can roll again. I can give you another roll.
I think
Baron is also looking at a tree, but much more closely.
I think that my character would send her wolf ahead. I think Veronica would send her wolf ahead to see if it's safe.
Yeah.
So friends, I'm going to send my wolf ahead, and we will see if my wolf is well met by these strangers. That's right. That sound right? Yeah. Okay. I'll send the wolf forward then.
Florence trots ahead and is greeted actually by, like, she's wary, and she comes up and sniffs the cart that's selling beers and sausages. Forgot to mention that they are selling sausages. And the snake, the Yon tea person behind there that's selling them, like, looks down and goes, oh, you can't hear what they're saying, but they like look down and they're like excited, and they put their hand out, and Florence can decide if she wants to sniff. Would Florence sniff their hand?
And what happens?
Yeah, does Florence sniff their hand? That's what I'm asking you. You're controlling the wolf.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Florence sniffs their hands just a little bit.
And they go to just give scritches under the chin.
Oh, that's cute. Okay. Well, friends, it looks like Florence at least is being well received.
Yeah.
Maybe these strangers aren't so bad.
At the very least, they're like wolves.
But wolves are discerning sort of creatures. They're good at telling good from bad.
Yeah. Florence does a little like happy head shake that wolves can do at a certain degree. Just does a little prance. Think of like the dancing husky that you see on TikTok sometimes. For those that have TikTok. But yeah. So Florence is pleased to get little pets, and cat tax is well appreciated there. What a character.
Double cat tax.
Oh, the cat tax. Everybody got dog tax earlier, so. Mhm. But yes, so Florence is discerning that these are good people. So.
Okay.
Kira walks forward. Hopefully she avoids the tree.
Yeah.
And straight to the tree.
Yeah. We're like, let me see if what's your passive perception. Let me bring up the character sheets here. Let me see if I got the right one. Is it this one?
Radish
Yes,
is going to duck behind a tree.
You
yeah.
You
Start getting changed.
Yeah. Kira, you definitely avoid the tree that it was in front of you with your passive perception of 14. So you do know the tree is in front of you. So that's good. You walk into this tiny little village. Now everybody give me a perception check.
For the record, Setsuna has this like resting like bitch face as she's just walking and just like.
Radish hasn't joined the rest of the party yet.
Yep. No, we're gonna wait for
currently
Radish.
Currently
out
getting
of character. I have never rolled this well in one game before. I just rolled another 20.
Okay. Yeah, well, you're gonna see this as you're walking into town, Farron. You see, also in this village, you see a building. It looks like a normal building, actually. It seems very out of place here. It says Miss Bubbles Trampoline Emporium.
Miss Bubbles Trampoline Emporium.
It does not fit in here, but it's somehow in this little village. It's a rather large village, and you see snake people jumping on the top of it, like bouncy up and down.
Alrighty, snake children probably. Guys, why is there what? Is anyone else seeing this? That is a trampoline emporium here.
Sorry, too busy being edgy.
Too busy being edgy. Well, maybe you should take a sip of what I carry all the time.
Edgy.
And loosen up.
You see her kind of just like shake and tremble, just as like the eyebrows just arch, just edge. I'm embracing it.
And get into what I am laying down, that there's a trampoline emporium in this village.
She suddenly calms down, and with all the seriousness and curiosity of like a 5-year-old child, just trampolines.
And there is a trampoline. It's like a building. It's like one of those like buildings that you like go for like those inside trampoline businesses where you do the jumping thing game. I can't remember what they're called. They have different names. There's one near me in North Dakota, in the big city.
I know what you mean. I've never been to one though.
Yeah, a Sky Zone. There we go. Sky Zones is what they're called here. It's totally out of character, but yeah. So there's like this is Sky Zone called Miss Bubbles Trampoline Emporium in this village, and people are just like jumping up and down out of the top of it randomly for effect.
So I think my character Veronica would say, friends, is this where we want to go, or is there another goal that we have in mind? We must get through this dungeon.
Yeah. So you get whistled at by the in the general direction of where Florence is at. So everybody hears the whistle. It's just, not.
Yep. Yes. What?
Yes.
All right.
Hello. Welcome to the jungle.
You have fun and games.
Yes, we do. They're right there. But I can see,
Nice.
I've never seen you here before. I'm going to be a little bit more cordial. Normally, for people that we have seen before several times that have come through, we just act like townsfolks and, whatever you do. But since this is your first time here, I can tell because I've never seen you here before. And you... I would have recognized you if I had seen you. You can ignore Miss Bubbles. That's only for if you have special tokens that you get when you run through the dungeon. Sometimes they drop things.
Darn.
So yeah, so you
Wow.
know those. not
That's
yet.
fine.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, but yes. So, I'm going to give you that as an extra tidbit, and of knowledge.
There's fun in games, but we can't play.
No, not yet, but you'll be able to play at some point in time.
Fun in games,
you
but
are-
at a cost.
Out of
cost.
character, out of character. It's like Chuck E. Cheese.
It is like Chuck E. Cheese. Still one near me.
Approaching the rest of the party from the jungle is a taller Yuan Ti dressed exactly like Radish. And this is Zucchini.
Hi, Zucchini.
Hello. Greetings.
Pen, what are you doing? What is your character doing?
This
I
is
don't
my character.
understand.
This
I thought
is
your
Zucchini.
character was Radish. I thought your character was Radish.
Well, Radish is now Zucchini.
Oh, well, okay. I mean, sure.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah, good for them. Yep, they
Mm.
didn't transform, it seems.
Mm.
Halfling that is now a Wanti. So the sausage cart man, Wanti says, you will be probably battling somebody at some point in time, but I'm just gonna give you this tidbit that the Miss Bubbles Bubble Emporium. I guess she does have a Bubble Emporium sometimes too, but it's just random. She's doing trampolines right now again. So for later dates after running the dungeon a few times, and then you can go in there if you want to. But yeah, so there's always a little village. You may or may not run into us. But there's always things to fight. And with the let's see if I have got any notes from up top. He's like, there will be something for you to fight, and that will get you out of the dungeon. So
I see.
Point
Okay.
me to the fight.
who are you going to fight? I'm not sure who you're going to fight, but I'm just going to give you that extra little tidbit of information.
Point me to the fight.
You will find the fight when the fight finds you.
No, one of those.
Yep, one of those. So
Farron's just standing there disappointed about this no trampoline business.
not until like the third try of the dungeon you get things. Well, you might get something to drop for you. Who knows? But it says like you can
Okay, so
go walk through and keep walking the path, and maybe something will pop out at you. Who knows?
I think
Then let us allow the things to pop up. I should probably not be perceptive just so we can be surprised for more of the entertainment.
Yeah, entertainment.
I don't know. I'm fairly vigilant, but well, I don't like surprises. Not even on my birthday.
come, Florence, come, and Veronica's gonna whistle to Florence to get Florence to come back to her side.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Kira's
Yep.
just gonna start walking.
Florence comes over
back.
to you. So you just go down the path?
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
yeah,
So you keep walking. You definitely see a lot of those purple flowers all over the place.
I'm gonna grab one of the purple flowers and eat it.
It tastes
ahead of
like
time.
blackberries.
It was delicious.
Is it though? I
It's
mean,
like blackberries, but without the seeds. I hate the seeds.
yeah, they get stuck in your teeth.
Yeah,
Mhm. So
Very annoying.
too hard.
you keep walking
Huh.
and walking and walking, and let me see something here. Who has that? Wait, that's not it. What I'm looking for. No. Satsuna, you feel a tiny little prick in your arm.
Hmm.
You look down. There's a
And
dart in your arm. You're pretty far outside of town. You're about, maybe like 200 feet outside of town, so you really can't see anything. But
Does Farron notice this?
son of a bitch.
Does Farron notice that
You do the people with a higher passive perceptions than 10 do notice that all of a sudden there's a dart in Satsuna's arm.
Where's my passive perception, Bella?
Okay.
Yeah.
Your passive perception is underneath your skills.
Okay.
It says like a number, like Satsuna's is 10.
Yeah, 14.
Yours is 14.
14.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So
Mine doesn't have a number. It just says Nan.
Nan.
I'm confused.
Yours is supposed to be 14.
Okay.
Sorry.
You definitely see that.
Yeah, I can see that on my end, but if it says Nan, then it says 14 for me. Something must have not happened with the download of the More Purple, More Better sheet.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's the box under all our skills.
Under skills, yeah.
And it does
I
say passive
see.
perception right next to it too.
Is it
Yeah.
nighttime now?
No, it's still daytime.
Okay. So I have really good nighttime vision.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so do
is
I.
how is Setsuna feeling?
Setsuna is feeling giggly.
But I've got it. Farron has a passive wisdom of 14.
Yep.
Something you haven't seen Setsuna do when you guys been adventuring is giggle or smile.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And
Setsuna's
I would,
very
but I didn't want to
serious.
be annoying in the mic. So just like, yeah, she's kind of giggling very much at this point, and it's
Giggling
quite
like
amusing, but also a little bit off-putting. She doesn't
Yeah,
do it
she
at
doesn't.
all.
It's just not at all.
She's all
No.
edge, all
Yeah.
lord, possibly lady, but all edge lord.
Edge
She
lady.
does not laugh.
Not at all. No.
Edge
it's-
leash.
Edge leash. It's
Mhm.
Edge leash.
it's a little disconcerting that yeah, that's happening. And so
Pets Florence is just still giggling.
yeah.
Setsuna, are you okay?
You
You're-
can't really control the laughter through the you can't talk very well because you're laughing so much.
I'm gonna grab
What you
one of
managed
the
to get
flowers.
is a just a laughter-filled, tear-streaked face of just no.
I'm looking around and seeing where that dart might have come from.
Roll me perception check.
For sure. That's enough, and that's an 8.
You see in the ground a footprint of not footprint, more like a snake tail.
Snake tail.
Oh.
That's all you see. That's all I'm giving you with that.
So there's no direction that dart may have come from?
You have no idea. No.
No idea.
All we saw was a snake tail.
Just you see it as a snake tail.
I'm gonna grab it.
I mean, like a tail of a snake. So.
Do you mean like just kind of a mark in the dirt?
Yeah.
Or
mark in
like
the
a
dirt. Yeah, mark in
oh,
the dirt.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So not like a tail someone could grab.
Yeah. So. But
It's those snake people. They did something to her.
I follow the trail.
Probably like.
the trail. As
You
keep-
managed to make out the words "my face hurts" in her laughter.
Mhm.
Which
Your
is
face.
Well, is the
My
is the
face
dart
hurts.
still in Setsuna's arm?
Did you take the dart out of your arm, Setsuna?
She does now.
Yeah. Take it out of your arm. Roll me a Constitution, which is let me bring it up.
That's a Constitution save.
Yeah, it's the Constitution save.
Yeah, see, I do remember stuff.
Exactly.
Right. Oh, that's nice. That's a 25.
You stop laughing.
And almost as suddenly as she's kind of gradually started laughing. As she pulls it out, she just goes from like just
Well, that's worse.
snaps right back, just like, what the hell
It's
was that?
better, but it's worse.
What the hell was that? That was not
Mhm.
fun at all.
I don't know.
She
Can I see it?
throws it in. Actually, good thing you asked quickly. And just like, she's about to throw it out and she just goes, don't stick it in me.
No.
It's quite the
Why would
uncomfortable
I
experience.
do that? I didn't. You weren't having fun, and I wasn't enjoying it either.
I mean, just some people who don't know me would think I am having a good time. I was not at all.
No.
Kira, you hear with your passive perception, you hear the sound of snake noises behind you.
Yeah, I turn around.
Turn around and you see a out of character. If people know what Yanti brood guards look like, that's what it is.
Well, stuff's happening, so I'm just gonna like pocket this dart and examine it later.
There's two of them, two big ones, and they're holding dart guns.
I think Veronica has a longbow. I think she's gonna try and shoot them for shooting Lee's character, because that would make sense, right?
Well, at this point in stage, I need you to all roll me an initiative check.
Oh, what does that?
You take your d20.
Okay.
And you add your dexterity, and there is actually a thing on your character sheet that says, it's underneath armor class. It says initiative, and it says like +3 or 4 or 1 or 0.
Okay.
So you roll the d20 and you add the initiative number?
Yes.
I got 10.
Oh, 7.
So just put them in the Zoom chat.
Oh, in the box.
Yeah, just put them in the box down there. So I can have those for other people. Let me bring this up. That's not what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. There we go. Yes.
I see the name change in the chat to Zucchini.
So.
Other forms have other names.
Other forms of other names. So
there's pumpkin.
Yes. They seem to be holding
potato.
things.
Wait, she's a Pokemon.
Yes, she is a Pokemon.
I knew it.
Hang on a minute. I gotta bring up notepad.
Pumpkin's a half orc. Potato's a dwarf.
1, 2.
I have an Aarakocra named Nugget.
So you're the So you're the second evolution of the Pokemon right now.
Well, not really.
Or is it like, what is that purple squishy one?
Yes, like Ditto.
Oh, yeah, Ditto.
Yeah, she's definitely like Ditto. They are definitely like Ditto. So, let me see who gets to go first. Kira, you get to go first in the initiative order. Let me write down the initiative order over here so I don't like lose things here. So, wow. Everybody rolled great.
What do we do with because it looks like 2 of us rolled the same thing.
What's your dex modifier? Or what's your dex? It says on the she says where it is. My brain's not working right now.
4.
4 plus 4, and then for Satsuna.
My dex is +2.
Okay, so Farron, you get to go first over Satsuna. So.
Okay.
And then Satsuna. Oh, not Satsuna. Satsuna. Yeah, Satsuna is next. After that, and then it is
Zucchini. Oh no.
Yeah. Zucchini goes last.
Yeah.
And then it's
Veronica.
Out of character. I'm getting a little sleepy, so we'll finish the encounter. Same. So, and then Zucchini. So Kira, you have been approached from behind, and your companion Setsuna got darted with a giggle gun from these two Wanti brood guards, and they look very menacing. You get to attack first.
My goal is to dodge them and get behind them.
So give me, let me bring up your character sheet here. Where's that? I believe it is right here. So that would be a, let me find if you have dodge. That would give you, let's see, do an athletics check for that to dodge and get behind them. Since dodge is not in DD.
That was 13,
See if they get
15.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if they hit you as you enter their threat range as you get around them. What is your armor class? What is theirs? They miss you as they swipe at you as you go through. They're very slow at trying to turn around, but you do manage to get behind them.
Okay.
Yes. So that is your turn since you did that. Now it is the first Wanti brood guard, and how smart are these boys? Oh, they are not smart whatsoever. So I got to do one of these rolls, and I pick people to let's see, Zucchini, one of these brood guards come up upon you and try to hit you.
It'd be really easy.
With their, he takes out he has a rapier. He takes out his, is that what he has? Does he have a rapier? Does it say multi-attack? He's going to try to, he drops his dart gun and he tries to claw you with his claws, his long, disgusting claws. And he misses you.
But I don't know, what did he roll?
He rolled a 9 with one of them.
Oh, thank goodness. My AC's a 10.
And yep. So I'm gonna, all of a sudden, one of the Wantis just get yeeted out of the area. So you only have one to fight. Hand of God comes out of nowhere and just like, yeet. All of a sudden you just watch, like, it just plunks and it goes out of the area.
Good job, Motley. This is good. This is good for doing this.
Yeah. So, and he like looks and he kind of looks up and he's like, makes this face like, what, really? And he's like, okay.
Game glitches, they happen.
Game glitch, yeah, it happens. He doesn't hit you again with this hit, and then that hit, he fumbles and he trips and he is prone on the ground.
It's just like the Tarrasque all over again.
Exactly. So
the what?
I'm going to that. Farron, it is your turn. There is a prone Wanti brood guard on the ground.
Well, I was
which means you get to roll 2 d20s because you get hang on. You just get to roll 2 d20s because he's prone on the ground.
Advantage if they're prone.
Yeah, advantage.
And your melee, if it's ranged, then it's disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh, so is he this soldier person, is he unconscious or?
No, he just tripped.
Oh, he just tripped and fell on his face.
Yep.
Yeah.
After his partner got yeeted out of the battle for some reason.
So for advantage, you take 2 of the big ones.
Right.
Or you take one of the big ones and you roll it twice and then you take the higher of those 2 numbers.
Yeah.
So I don't know. My impulse is to just try and like tie him up.
To tie him up? You can do that. You can try to tie him up.
Or should I knock him out?
You
What
can
do-
knock him out if you want to too. You can totally do whatever you want to do. What would your character do in this scenario? Because he was going to try to take you down, was his goal.
Well,
Obviously by shooting
I've got a quarterstaff.
and-
Could I kind of knock him out with that?
Yeah, you could definitely try. So roll two with the big die and take
Okay.
the highest.
So that one was
Yeah.
a 10.
Yep.
This one is a 20.
Oh my god.
What the heck?
You get to roll. So that is what is called a natural 20 in this case, because he is not strong or too big or anything for that matter. You I think let me check, what is that? Let me find your character sheet. You roll, so like these square dice called d6s, you roll 2 of these because you get double damage for critting.
3. Another 3.
What? 2 3s?
Yeah.
Okay, and then add in your modifier. Let me see. You only want 1 with that. Let me find your character. So 3 and 2 3s?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 10 damage. You deftly like hit him really hard in the back of the calf, and he kind of makes a grunting noise. So he looks a little bit more hurt. So, and now that is the end. Wait, do you get another attack? No, unless you want to do like, oh, after attack action, you can take this if you want to. You can definitely do flurry of blows, which gives you, as a bonus action, you can take flurry of blows, which gives you the ability to do 2 more hits, but with your fists.
Oh,
I think it's 2.
that sounds like a good thing to do right now.
Pen, is it 2? Arnita, is it 2 with flurry of blows at level 3? I always forget this.
A flurry of blows, you could use it to do an extra offhand attack.
Okay, just 1. Okay, only 1.
I
Okay.
believe so.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do I roll?
You just roll he is still prone on the ground, so you just roll 2 more d20s to see if you can punch him and maybe knock him out.
That's a 1.
Oh.
16.
Yeah, you do hit him. So that is I think punching damage is, let's find what unarmed strike again is. You take the triangle dice and you roll that, and you add +4.
Now,
So
how do I
right-
read this? It's the one at the top point?
Top point? Yeah,
like-
that's how you
like-
read it, as a top point.
Yes, that's a 3. I rolled a
3.
3.
So you hit him for another 7 damage. Good job.
So what you're going to want to do as a monk is you have 3 key points, because it's tied to how many, it's tied to your level. So you'd have to mark off 1 of your 3 key points. You get those back on a short rest.
Yes.
Oh.
17. So you have.
Oh, so I
definitely
used 2.
used 1 key point.
You used 1 key
1.
point for flurry of blows.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's other things that you can spend key points on, like
Yes.
patient defense, which makes you do the dodge action, or
Yep.
step of the wind, which allows you to do disengage or dash.
Yes.
Pen, what are key points?
So monks have this sort of inner potential where it's like sort of like this mystical energy that they
Like-
can
like
call
the-
upon to do extra
like
cool
chi?
martial arts stuff. Yeah, like chi.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've seen it spelled that way.
So kind of like our glamour.
Kind of like, yeah.
Oh.
As a sorcerer, I have spell slots, which I use to do magic.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So,
And I think as a ranger, you've got some magic too.
oh. So Lily
the
has so Lily's character has key points, but you have spell slots. Okay.
Yes.
I think I got that
And
straight
if I
now.
run out of spell slots, I can't do any more magic other than the cantrips that I have. Cantrips are free. I can just do them all day.
Well,
Oh.
because your character is like a magic user.
Yes.
But mine is all like fighting and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fighting and stuff, but it's kind of like spiritual-ish
Yeah.
kind of fighting.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Think like, yeah.
I like the
Like-
parallels we're all making.
Like Laura, have you ever seen like kind of like any of those sort of kung fu movies where people are like sort of, it looks like they're sort of flying and it's
Oh,
all done with
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
wires and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Crouching Tiger, Hidden
yeah.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like Ki or Chi, like I would use that to do stuff like that.
Oh, that's really cool. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I just knocked a dude out.
Well, not
Yeah.
quite. He's still
Quite.
he's still awake, but you're getting there. There is something in this game called you can use a different type of damage. You don't have to kill them, but you can if you want to.
Non-lethal.
Non-lethal. My auto character. I'm tired, and so
Oh,
my
you're
brain's
all right.
not working. Yeah, this is why we have Anita. They're very helpful. No. So back in. It is Satsuna's turn. You get to do things.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to slice and dice and draw
Yeah.
a sword all epic like.
Yeah. You
Somehow
get to roll
randomly a breeze randomly goes
Yeah.
through her hair and clothing that wasn't there before, but it's there now.
Yeah, it's there now. Definitely. So
What would I add to a roll?
he's still prone on the ground, so you're gonna roll 2d20s if you have them. You can just use one of these and then roll again and then pick the highest.
So I rolled a 15.
Yeah. So
Of the
are you using your longsword or your hand crossbow?
Using a longsword.
Okay, so then that is a 21 to hit, which does hit. I think at this level, do you get another attack? I don't think so.
For a fighter, I don't think you get a third attack till 5th level.
Yeah, not till 5th letters. So you just get one 5th level. Yeah, you don't. So you just get one. So you hit him with your long sword. Now you roll the. Now this is the fun one. Did I grab one of these dice? I did. So the diamond dice, they're called D8s. This is the damage die.
Yeah.
And so you're gonna roll that and get the amount of damage.
It's a D8 plus 4, correct?
Yeah, D8 plus 4. Yes.
Okay, it's a 7.
7. He takes 7 damage to his ankle. Just he doesn't look very good right now, but that is your attack. Veronica, it is your turn.
So the one is on the ground and then the
Yep.
one is still standing up?
No, he got yeeted out by the hand.
Oh,
dog
you did
for some
out,
reason.
and then the other one. Friends, do we want to speak to this one and find out why he's been trying to hurt our friend here? Why he's shot darts at us? Or do we want to just end him?
End him. He's embarrassed me enough as it is.
Let's go in for incapacitate.
All right. And
Because, information is good.
and
Mhm.
I think my character has the tabaxi claws.
Yes,
So
you're
I
gonna
would,
claw him.
well, he's on, yeah, I think I'm just going to claw him just so that he, working
Yep.
on ending him, I guess.
So
or whatever.
And since he is still prone on the ground because he has not stood up, it is not his turn. Roll those two giant die, the d20s
Two of them. Oh, okay.
Yeah. for advantage.
Oh, so I have a 10 and I have a 5. That's not very good.
Did you? Oh, add. It says +2 to hit, so add +2.
So,
but-
so that's 12 and 7 then.
Yeah, you miss. You kind of go like
Yeah.
at him. So, but
Is there somewhere I can put these dice because I know that they're unlucky?
you can. I think Penn actually sells dice jails here.
Yeah.
Here.
Okay. So Pen, I'm gonna give
I'll go
these
get
to
one.
you. You keep
Yeah.
these, and I'm gonna choose some other ones because
I'll pull out the a dice dungeon and you can throw them in there.
I think Della gave me some other nice dice that I can use instead. Okay.
Yeah. Zucchini.
Zucchini
Zucchini
is
gets
going
to
to
show your stuff now. Show your stuff. Show your stuff. Blech.
Show us your
Zucchini is
moves.
going
So
to
it's
flourish their cape
yes.
and stand in front of this Yuan Ti and say, surrender and tell us who sent you or perish.
He
um,
talks at you in Abyssal.
Oh, I think
I
I speak
speak
that
Abyssal.
language.
Yes.
Oh, I do not.
I think. Let me check.
I speak Abyssal and I hiss back.
He basically says to you, I will
Nope, I don't.
spoopy stuff, which is something about eating your entrails and devouring your soul
I don't like what he
in a
said.
very
even though I don't know
threatening
it.
in a very threatening manner.
That
I
is
don't know
very
what
threatening.
he's saying, but it
That is
sounds
very threatening.
terrible.
I
It's
don't
terrible.
know. Let me see.
So
Is
I'm
it
gonna
a red,
instead
yellow.
I say, friends, this one means to murder us. And
Oh, no.
I will cast magic missile.
Yes.
Oh,
Ooh.
What is that?
Magic missile is an automatic hit.
Ooh.
And 3 spectral darts of purple energy shoot out of Zucchini's fingers and smack into this fellow who had murderous intent.
Yes, he has
Oh, no.
murderous intent upon you.
So for that, it's an automatic hit because it's magic missile.
Mhm.
And so at first level, it's just a D4 plus 1. So I will roll a D4 and then I will add 1. D4. Okay, so that is 4 points of damage.
Yes, he takes force damage to his back and it leaves a giant welt, but he is still down.
Oh wait, sorry, it's 3 darts, so that's 2 more.
2 more.
So that would be a 2, and the last one is another 4. So that was 8, 10 points of damage altogether. 10 points of force damage.
10 points. He has giant welts upon his backside. His back, not his rear end. His back, and he is looking pretty beaten up. But now it is Kira's turn again.
Kira, finish them off.
You know that one scene in Avengers where Hulk picks up Loki and he like smashes the hell out of him on both sides?
I
Yeah.
like that
Grab his
scene.
tail.
Yeah.
that's a good scene.
So
Yeah.
give
That was
me
fun.
a I think this is where we do the strength check thing. So you can we don't have grapple on here, but it's essentially a grapples check. So it's basically to pick them up. Give me a roll at advantage strength to pick them up.
So am I gonna roll 1d20?
You're gonna roll 2 d20s
Okay.
because he on the ground and he can't really do opposing because he was about to stand up, but that's not gonna happen.
And I'm picking the highest number?
Yep. And
20.
then you're gonna 20. Was that a natural or unnatural?
Without adding anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's natural 20.
Okay, you definitely pick them up very easily. And I'm just for the flavor flav, I'm gonna give you a free action here. What are you gonna do with them?
I'm gonna Hulk smash the hell out of him on whack, 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 whack.
Sure, you can do that. Give me a how am I gonna do this? This is very entertaining. This is bludgeoning damage. This is give me another 2d20s again, and how would you do this, Anita?
I'd say for improvised damage, it would be a D6.
So yeah,
So
so just
two
roll
D20s
this and
and-
see what happens. So yeah,
Okay. So on
2d20s.
both the D20s, I got a 17.
Okay, you're good. So you're gonna roll a d6 plus your damage modifier.
Plus your
which is
strength modifier.
Strength modifier. Damage modifier. Strength modifier.
That's 8.
You got 8 damage. You definitely take this this one T and just kind of like hold him like this and go, just like you chuck him, and he bounces and he is no more. You have definitely gotten through this very entertaining short battle.
Well done,
And
Kira.
So,
he
Yay, Kira!
woohoo!
Hey, Kira.
woohoo, he
Yay.
disappears in front of you,
Oh, I was gonna loot the body.
and the loot is there. There's
Loot drop.
there.
He turned into loot? They do that?
That's weird.
So
Like-
What's the loot?
That game.
the loot is let me have this. You get 400 copper pieces just there.
Ooh.
250 silver pieces just there. And 10 gold pieces just right there. You can make a
So-
note on this.
40 gold.
Yep.
It was 250 silver pieces.
But no,
Right.
400 copper pieces,
Yes.
250 silver pieces, 10
Right.
gold pieces.
400 copper pieces is equal to. I'm just doing the conversion to gold.
Yeah, that's fine. You can do that too. Gold.
Oh.
And also there are other, just sitting there is a key and a 5 more potions of healing.
Aha! Another one we can
Huh.
have.
And another potion that looks kind of weird looking, and you're not exactly sure what it is until you can identify it.
Hmm.
Is there anyone that has that ability to
I
identify it?
unfortunately do not on this character sheet.
Not
Hmm.
yet
Hold
anyways.
on.
You can also take it into the town of Fancy and get it identified, because somebody can identify it for you. So
Would I be able to make an Arcana check to sort of determine it just a little bit without like exact detail?
yeah, we'll see. You can.
I mean, my character seems to brew their own
Beer.
beer. Would that give me any like more?
Well, those that have proficiency in Arcanic checks can actually make a roll on it.
Oh,
I
that's
rolled a
that's the black
14.
dot again, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, I don't have it.
Roll the 14. You can tell that there's a tiny little piece of rope in the bottom of the potion.
Okay.
That's about it. It's a tiny
All right.
little piece. It looks like, it might be rope, might be a piece of like one of those, like, remember those like pull apart licorices type
Yeah.
thing? So it kind of looks like that.
Like the
Perhaps
big
it is a
twizzlers.
tequila.
What?
Perhaps it is tequila.
It
That
might
is the
be
worm.
tequila. I don't know. Maybe. It's not a worm.
That's
Oh.
a small worm.
Small worm.
Small lifeless worm. To think
Small
anything would last in
After
there.
all,
Zucchini doesn't know what it is, but Penn probably knows that this is a potion of climbing, but I don't know that yet in character, so I will move it along with the scene.
At the scene. So there's a key there. It's
does
very
anyone else
interesting.
have a backpack, or is it just me?
Oh, I got it
I-
back.
We all-
everybody
I think we all
everybody
do.
gets backpacks
Yeah.
in the game.
Okay.
It comes
Well,
with
then-
your explorer's bag or your dungeoning bag or whatever, and it
Okay.
comes with like 10 or 5 rations. So
Yeah, there's a little list on the second page.
Yep.
So, I was thinking, since there's 4 of us, it would make sense to kind of divvy things equally. Though there are some things that are odd numbers.
There's 5 of us, and it all divvies equally.
Right?
Mhm.
who are you forgetting?
What?
There's
There's
5 of you.
us.
What?
It's okay. We divvy it up. We divvy it up 2 each for the gold pieces. Lara.
It's okay.
I'm tired.
It's all
It's
good.
okay. We're almost done.
I'm so sorry.
It's
Sorry,
okay.
It's all
why am I
good.
out of character? We're almost done.
It's all good, Lily. I know that you're short on glamour, and we're all short on glamour, and it's been a long day, so it's all
It's been
good.
a long week. And if
And,
you
you
guys
know,
want,
Lyra's
you can
hyped
come
up
chill
on
in the
coffee.
freehold here for a little bit if you need a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, just a little bit.
you've got caffeine as an advantage.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do, but I understand how tired you must be. I mean, you're working in the bookstore or in the library, and you're working
And
on the movie set.
and gosh,
You must be so
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but this is good because it is not any of those.
It's
Yep,
relaxing.
it is not. You're just correct.
fine.
It
Yes.
is not any of those. So you pick up your loot and the key, and the key starts vibrating,
Well,
and whoever's holding it, it just shakes.
What
It's
ho?
like one of those divination rods that you take to go find water in the ground for whatever reason. Those
It is
don't
a
really work,
dowsing
but
rod.
It is a dowsing rod. That is right. It's a divination rod, whatever.
Same.
It's a dowsing rod. Same
I know
thing.
what you mean.
Yeah.
We're
So
gonna
it's kind of like a dowsing rod.
go in the direction that the key is going.
And it just keeps vibrating until you get to a let's pick a random thing that seems very random in a jungle. A one of those, like, there's actually a statue to a it looks like a sun bear statue.
Sun bear. Does
And
it
you
have like the long tongue sticking out?
Yep, does.
Yes.
You stick it in the long tongue, and the door opens, and you leave the dungeon.
We found a door. Yes.
Oh, fantastic. We found a door to the dungeon to exit the dungeon. I don't know. I'm just talking like my character would talk, I guess.
You're doing a really good job.
We
You're
found
all
a
doing
door.
really good.
Yes. And so
There's no
you
wrong
exit
way to
the
roll.
dungeon,
There are, but not this.
and you come out to a bear room that is not covered in tiles and scenes of animals fighting Tyrannosaurus Rexes. You come out into a very just room filled with couches and food waiting for you to consume. And
that kind of bear.
this kind of bear. And on one of the couches is, yes, a sun bear wearing bright red ruby shoes, relaxing. Hello, my name is Lexi. Welcome to the end of the dungeon.
Hi,
And
Lexi.
the end of the scenario. Or one shot.
Yay!
I like all the bears.
Yes, I do.
That was good.
Yes.
We're going to dance with the bears.
But we're gonna move out of the I wasn't trying to make it go as fast as possible out of character again. I just got tired, and so
You're all good.
mhm.
It gets late.
It is late,
Fair.
so
It is fair. I
It
think
is
it's
What?
me,
Oh,
Joe.
there you are, Lara.
yeah. So we made it to the end of the scenario. You got greeted by Lexi, Lexi is a sun bear wearing bright red ruby shoes and relaxing in a room filled with couches and food for your characters to eat. That is how it ended.
Oh, super. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we should all go in that freehold. I think we need to take advantage of Penn's offer because I think we're all just really tired.
I think so too.
I got some snacks in there. Let's go.
Ooh, okay. Do you have
Actual
biscuits?
snacks.
Of course.
Yay!
Ooh,
As Lyra's-
maybe we could get like some takeout and before we get there.
Ooh, is
Za.
there like ooh.
Oh, we had Za last time.
No, we had pierogies last time.
Oh, we did.
And cabbage
That's right.
rolls.
Noodles?
Mm.
Noodles?
Noodles?
Noodles.
Noodles.
Ooh.
Noodles.
Thai noodles. Ooh.
Yes.
Let's get some. Let's get some pad thai.
Okay. And as Lyra's walking, her pockets are jingling, and she's like,
All right, you're gonna want to
She-
put those dice back.
"Here you go. You can have them back."
Send you some metal dice later, Laura.
I mean, We could get you some of your own, but
No, I didn't
Also,
mean to. I didn't mean to.
we
Mug's
No,
never do.
no
We
harm
know.
done.
but that first edition of Spider-Man is also going to have to leave your pockets.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Tara.
Oh, no.
It's okay.
There you
like
go.
your pockets are real big. It's
I really
okay.
wish I had a first edition so
Might-
that I could just.
It might just have to go on the shelf for a little bit. Might have to squish it in between some books.
Okay. I'm so sorry, Pen.
You're okay.
I need to exercise
Let's
more
figure this
control.
out. Let's get some noodles. Let's hop
Okay.
in the freehold. Let's
Mm,
all chill there. And
more relaxed.
Awesome. So we're ending our episode then?
We are ending the episode.
absolutely.
Awesome. Okay. Well, let's all tell everybody where you can find where we can find you. And let's start with Kat.
I'm Kat. I was playing Della, the Chlorokin. This is my weird second time playing Changeling. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram as Dead and Glow. Fairly certain my name will pop up in the chat where you can find me. You can also find me on November 11th. I always get the November 11th. I'm not sure on the time. I think it's like 8:30 Eastern. On Martlet Games, I will be playing an all Hakata game, and that's Psychopomps Incorporated. That's it.
All right, let's go the opposite way then. Let's go with Rose.
Hey everyone, once again, Rose playing Lee, playing Setsuna, your broody samurai. You can catch me on Instagram and Twitter at Rose_Bulbasaur, TikTok at Rose Bulbasaur, just as it is. If you like what I see here, catch us next Wednesday on our regular Changing channel. Also, if you'd like to see me play a Ventrue Dominatrix on Tuesdays, you can catch me playing Cult of the Blood Gods variant of Vampire the Masquerade in a game we like to call This Bloody Garden, and it has been lots of fun. Hope you catch that one. It's something we're really, 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 really proud of.
And next we have Anita.
Hi, everybody. I am not muted this time. I am Anita or Panita or Critical Misses. You can find me everywhere online at Panita or at Critical Misses. I'm a TTRPG streamer, graphic designer, and cat mom about space. You can find me over on the Critical Misses Twitch channel. We've got a couple channel announcements. We're coming back with Kingsguard, which is our D&D game. We have two new shows. One is called Blue Ghost, which is the Blades in the Dark game. And then the third one, I will be running a Star Trek Adventures game called The Lost Frontier. And then, that's in 2 weeks' time. The week of the 15th, we'll be starting up our new season. On Saturdays, we have our TTRPG talk show Morning Ritual. And our guest, by the time this airs next week, is going to be Sam DeLev. So we're going to have a nice chat with them. That's it. That's me.
And Crystal.
Still playing Lily Winters, playing Baron Goldleaf, playing a person. I don't know. I am not really on social media, but I am here and playing this game with these lovely people, an occasional cat, and it is a good time. And yeah.
And Kitty.
Hi, everybody. Kitty Kimchi here. Today I was Alette, your mischievous zookeeping puka, who we don't know where Muffin is at this point in time.
Oh no. Muffin
Playing
wandered into the freehold.
Kira, your wood elf barbarian. Have a few things coming up. Don't know any official dates yet, but you can get updates on my Twitter at she's Blasian.
And I am Joanna. I was playing Lara Applewood, your thieving Pisky, who was playing Veronica, your Tabaxi Horizon Walker, with her friendly wolf named Florence. You will find me on Twitter at Hyrule Gardener. You'll find me here on Wednesdays playing Changeling. You will find me on Saturdays during the Vampire Takeover. There is a 10 Candles game on Martlet that I will be on. As well as on the 27th of November, we are doing our 24-hour extra life stream. We are starting to collect donations already, so if you can, if you are willing, if you are able, please do help us help the kids at the BC Children's Hospital through Extra Life. There are 2 incentives now. If we raise $500 for Extra Life, our intrepid leader Steve, who runs the vampire games and is the owner of VBN, he will be in his next D&D game that he plays, which might actually be during the 24-hour stream. He will play a bard, and not only will he play a bard, but he will sing. He will sing 80s hair ballads and 90s boy bands. And he has just told me that if we raise 1,000, he will also wear a poofy shirt.
Whoa.
Now, I'm going to up that. I don't like singing. If we raise $2,000, I'll play a bard. And not only will I play a bard, but I will sing entry songs to TV shows like Firefly.
Friends.
Things like that. Friends, maybe. Yeah, I'll do that.
Theme songs.
Yes, theme songs to shows.
TV
That is what I will do.
Theme songs.
Yes, for $2,000. If we get $2,000 raised for Extra Life, next time I play a D&D character, it will be a bard, and that's what that bard will be doing. So please, if you can, donate. And thank you all for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And that's it for us. Have a good night, everyone.